Some big breaking news coming in at the top of 1 p.m. here on Breaking Ground. TVK chief and Tamil superstar Vijay today in the round of grilling, which is round 2 at the CBI headquarters in the national capital, is being treated as a suspect and not a witness. That's the breaking news we have coming in at this point. This is a big development that we're bringing to you. Vijay was being grilled on the 12th of January as round 1, and that was when he was being treated as a witness. But today, about a week later, he is being treated as a suspect in the Karur stampede tragedy, where over 40 people died. We are going to connect with Anushka in a moment from now, who will bring us the inside track. But Vijay is the top focus as we speak, because today, Anushka, we believe that Vijay, the superstar, the TVK chief, is being treated as a suspect and will be questioned as a suspect by the CBI in the Karur case.
Well, that's right, Vedika. He's being treated as a suspect as of now. Nobody has been given a clean sheet in this case. Also, what we are getting to know is that Vijay had attended a rally. People were standing in scorching heat from 12 noon that day. And when he came, he was also seen throwing water bottles on the crowd that was assembled there. So it puts him under the light as to whether or not he had knowledge of people fainting there and stampede-like situation that was occurring at that particular place where the stampede happened. We also have Bismi with us. We'll go to her too. Bismi, we are seeing that the questioning has already started, and we have spoken to the CBI sources. We have we have the whole account of questioning that has in fact been going on, and we are also seeing that Vijay has constantly maintained the fact that neither him nor the TVK functionaries are responsible for the stampede that happened.
Right, Anushka. So, on 27th of September, and the CBI sources have told us that, he had attended, and this is what Vijay has told them during questioning, that he was late to Karur because he had another event to attend in Trichy. Now, although this particular event in Trichy was scheduled to start around 9 a.m. Vijay was late and he reached around 10:40 a.m. And then by the time he left, from Trichy to reach Karur, it was already a lot many hours, and people, like you rightfully said, that were standing in the scorching heat. And Vijay was also seen throwing water bottles, which now the CBI's bone of contention is, was he aware that people were fainting when he kept on delivering his speech for 7-8 minutes? Now, a couple of other things that Vijay has told the CBI is that he and the TVK organizers apparently maintained and protocols and adhered to all sorts of things that were promised, because there was a proper meeting held between the local police and the organizers of the rally, like it is supposed to happen, where the organizers promised it and gave assurances that we will be keeping in mind for water bottles, for washrooms, and how much the crowd will be. Now, the very important thing here is the permission was taken for a maximum of 10,000 people, but the crowd swelled and went up to nearly 27,000, which is more than twice the number of people that was expected. Also, the most important thing here is the particular delay of 7-8 hours, because people started feeling sick. Electricity was allegedly also cut off. People were cribbing, whining, because of the amount of heat that they have been forced to stand in, lack of water. And then when Vijay came, the swelled up crowd got impatient. Now, in terms of lining of questioning that has taken place,
Anushka, if I can just step in for a moment.
The key pointers that he has been asked is that, was he aware?
Anushka, my question to you and to Bismi is, how is the line of questioning going to be different today from the 12th of January, given that he's being treated as a suspect today?
Well, Vedika, today he's been treated as suspect, and his whole version will be compared to what the police has said. We'll also go to Bismi on this. Bismi, how is the line of questioning going to be different? What have your sources told you?
Right, Anushka. So the sources have told us that his line of questioning will rely mostly on confrontation, because as we know, so far 9 people, 5 members of the TVK, members of the organizing committee, and police personnel who were responsible for event on that day have already been questioned. So their line of questioning and his line of questioning will be brought in together. So they are confronted with hardcore evidence, and this evidence will also include footage, digital evidence, CCTV footage of the rally, about who reached at what time, the chronology of events like we had stated earlier, and also about if the TVK organizers were aware, and if Vijay was aware that the crowd had already started swelling up. And now the CBI sources have told us that nobody has so far been given a clean sheet in this case, and he is being treated as a suspect right now.
All right, do stay
right,
with me,
Vedika.
Anushka and Bismi. I'm going to come back to you in a
Investigation
moment from now.
details that
Sam
NDTV has
Daniel
access
also joining me live from Chennai at this point. Sam, this is a development that has taken place. What's different between today and a week back is back then you had the TVK chief being questioned as a witness, today as a suspect. How is this party looking at this development?
So far, the TVK sources have not responded, but this was very much expected, Vedika, because initially the suspicion was that this could have been averted if only Vijay had kept up the time and had not delayed, and that the inordinate delay had led to the crowd becoming uncontrollable and then the stampede turning inevitable. Of course, Vijay had denied these allegations and blamed it on the police, saying that they had failed to control the mob when the convoy was heading to the location. Secondly, there was no crowd control mechanism properly put in place at the venue. But now, after questioning on day one, on the 12th of this month, now, if the CBI is also questioning on the angle that Vijay could be held liable, then it becomes serious. The worry that perhaps the centre, according to some political parties in Tamil Nadu, is using this to turn the heat on Vijay to make him support the NDA gets stronger. But ultimately, besides politics, this is also a question of the death of 41 people and whether there were shortcomings, lapses and failures on the part of active Vijay and his TVK party too, ought to be probed by the CBI, and it could be well within their rights to also probe this angle.
Sam, do stay with me. Going back to Anushka now on the big breaking news coming in. Anushka, what are we expecting in terms of the defense of TVK chief here? Today he is being treated as a suspect. Like Sam said, it was expected on day one that he would be questioned as a witness, on day two as a suspect. But what is the primary line of defense of Vijay today?
Well, that's right. We have seen that the TVK functionaries and also the second line of the leaders who were questioned earlier in this whole case have maintained that Vijay has no responsibility or responsibility for the stampede that happened in Karur. Now, the main focus here is when Vijay's vehicle was in fact moving inside the car, the modified vehicle which the CBI had in fact taken in custody and had taken measurements of. Then how did, when he was throwing water bottles at the people, then were the emergency measures not kept in place because it was scorching heat? People were waiting from 12 p.m. So we have seen that many other political rallies were in fact held at that time, because we are seeing that Tamil Nadu election will kick in soon. But was it a show of strength that Vijay was trying to do, assemble a mass number of people so that it would be a political statement? We'll also go to Bismi. So Bismi, we are seeing that there's a lot of political, back and forth happening between Vijay and also the state administration right now here. We are seeing that Vijay has constantly maintained the fact that this is a conspiracy. How do you see this whole situation unfolding in this whole scenario, because we are seeing it's more than 1.5 hours since the questioning has started?
Right. Vijay has repeatedly claimed that this is a political conspiracy against him to bring him down. But the matter of fact is a lot of people did die in the Karur stampede, and what to watch here is beyond the alleged political conspiracy that he says, that the state authorities had cut off electricity and that he and the TVK organizers are not responsible for it. We have to watch what he answers in those questions. Now, let us go back to those 90 questions that he was asked on the first day. He was given a pamphlet to fill on those questions. CBI's main line of investigation will rely not just on what he has told them orally, but also on what he has filled in those pages. Also, the most important thing is that the Supreme Court had formed the 3-judge panel to be monitoring the Central Bureau of Investigation's probe in the case. So with time will come out, we will of course get more clarity on how this event will come out.
So Vedika, we are seeing a significant day for the investigation that is going to happen in CBI. What our sources have in fact told us is that this is going to be a deciding day for the whole case that had in fact happened in Karur. We are seeing that Vijay's account would be in fact corroborated with those of the police officials. Today he had filled the 90-book pamphlet which he was given on the first day of questioning, where the investigation continued for 6 long hours. He was given a 1-hour lunch break, and today it has been more than 1.5 hours since the questioning has started. As the day progresses, we will get to know key details about the investigation and what all happened today, and what did the CBI conclude after comparing both the versions. Over to you.
Sam, I'm going to come back to you in a moment. Staying with you, Anushka, what's the likelihood of seeing Vijay being summoned again in this case?
Well, Vedika, we are seeing that he has been summoned for the second time. He had requested the CBI not to call him immediately after the first summon because Pongal celebrations was, happening that time. But now we are seeing that this is the second summon, and depending on how satisfied the CBI is with the answers of Vijay and how they are drawing the parallels between both the versions of the police version and also the version of the CBI, it will be deciding factor whether or not he will be summoned again. We are seeing that the CBI has intensified the investigation into this whole matter, but it is yet to come to light as to where the responsibility lies. So we are seeing a whole lot of questioning that has already happened, first in the base camp of Karur, where the CBI had set up the temporary camps, and now we are seeing that the second base of the investigation is followed through in the CBI headquarters, that is in the national capital. Over to you.
Anushka, do stay with me. Sam, coming back to you, we've had the TVK chief largely be silent over this entire tragedy. Of course, he has spoken privately with the families of the victims and some of the victims themselves. But how is this really playing out in the state ahead of the state elections? You've had the TVK chief more or less largely, like I said, quiet over this. Now today, he is being treated as a suspect in the case. What's the sentiment like towards Vijay ahead of the state elections? Is this silence really working in his favor?
Well, on the ground, number one, there is no complaint from families who lost their near and dear ones holding Vijay accountable. They feel that either it is an accident over which Vijay has no control, or number two, it could be a conspiracy as alleged by Team Vijay and Vijay himself. Secondly, it has not become a political issue yet, because if the key political parties target Vijay on this, it could, they feel, could make Vijay a hero in that sense, and they do not want Vijay becoming a hero and getting people's sympathy. They want to leave it as it is so that it may look like Vijay does not have the leadership capability, his party does not have the organizational structure to hold a large rally of this kind. But Vijay and his party politically have been only targeting the ruling DMK, saying that it's purely a lapse, a failure on the part of the police, number one. Number two, they also have been alleging that this could be a political conspiracy orchestrated by the DMK, as they allege, something the ruling party has denied. But now if the CBI pursues this line of investigation, holding Vijay and TVK liable for this tragedy that killed 41 people, then slowly things could turn. But whether will Vijay hope to gain sympathy and become a hero, or would he have to really face this legal case to wriggle out of it? That's something we'll have to wait and watch. But politically, already political parties like the ruling DMK and its ally the Congress call this as an attempt by the BJP at the center using the CBI to arm twist Vijay to win his support for the NDA in Tamil Nadu.
Okay, Sam, do stay with me. Anushka, coming back to you, did you see a lot of supporters at the national capital today when you had Vijay enter the CBI headquarters? We saw that last week as well.
Well, Vedika, today also a lot of fans had gathered here, but the police had in fact moved them out of the CBI premises. We had seen a huge gathering that had in fact happened outside of the CBI headquarters. We'll also try to get to give you a visual of what today feels like here outside the CBI headquarters. The road just next to me has been cordoned off so that the movement of vehicles should be in fact stopped there. We have seen the kind of mass gathering that follows Vijay wherever he goes. We have seen that last time also a lot of fans had gathered, and as investigation proceeded, we had seen that till evening a lot of people were in fact gathered here to show support to Vijay. Now today is in fact going to be quite significant in terms of the investigation that is right now going on. We have seen Vijay constantly maintaining, and also the TVK functionaries constantly maintaining, that they did not have any kind of responsibility in this whole case. But the main question, the main point of contention today remains as in when the whole ground force was in fact informed about this whole rally, and when the crowd started swelling up, was Vijay informed?
We're getting our viewers the inside track now on the line of questioning. What we're getting to know, and I'm going to go to Anushka in a moment from now, is that There's no clean sheet for anyone so far in this case, is what sources are telling NDTV. Sources also saying that Vijay claims he adhered to all guidelines. Anushka is still with us on this. Anushka, the inside track, we have a lot of details coming in from you. Just take us through what you've got to know in terms of the inside track of the round 2 of grilling of suspect, in this case, Vijay.
Well, that's right. The whole line of questioning that NDTV has in fact accessed, it entails about all the incident that has in fact happened in the Karur Stampede. We have seen that nobody has been given clean chit in this case. We had seen that an SIT was probing this matter earlier, but now we are seeing the CBI in fact intensifying its investigation with regards to the whole Karur Stampede. Main questions that still remains here is majorly from day one. We had seen that Vijay had filled a 90 questions, a booklet that was given to him, wherein 90 questions were in fact mentioned there. Now today he will be his accounts will be in fact corroborated with those of the police officials. We have seen the CBI who has in fact taken account of everybody who was there at the Karur Stampede, the bandobast arrangement that they had access from the people who are deployed there from the state administration, and the police rebutting all the claims that the TVK functionaries and Vijay himself is making.
And Anushka, one of them seems to be this, that Vijay has claimed that he maintained and adhered to all police prescribed guidelines during the program, but you have the cops saying that he did not. And even after the jostling began, that led to the stampede eventually, he didn't move from there. He continued addressing the crowd. That's one of the main issues here that Vijay will have to defend himself on.
That's right, Vedika. Vijay has maintained the fact that he adhered to all the guidelines that was provided to him. But one thing that remains on focus here is when he was throwing water bottles at the people who were assembled there to see him, to grab his attention. He was seen throwing water bottles towards them. So was there no emergency, situation that was in fact taken care of? Were there no water arrangements, no arrangements of, washrooms and all? Because it was scorching heat that day, and Vijay himself was throwing water bottle to the crowd that was in fact assembled there. Also, whether or not he was informed that the crowd had swelled up. One more major question that remains here is, was this a show of strength that Vijay was in fact trying to do? Because we have seen that in the several other political parties there was mass gathering of people. What the state administration was being told was that 10,000 people will be gathering in this whole rally, but 27,000 people came to attend that particular campaign.